Hello people of the internet, it's your boy Skinny Penis with the next episode of Safari Tours. We're bringing the Regolo for a ride. Very interesting destroyer, very fun destroyer, and hopefully also more interesting and breathtaking gameplay than the Petro rock camping for 130k experience. So yeah, Regolo, very interesting DD. DD with fuel, smoke, and gun focus, not like Paulo Emilio that essentially gets a fuel smoke to YOLO on people. On Regolo, I mean, they didn't want to create an entire line of Paulo Emilios, so you have to remind yourself, you always have to remember, that the entire Italian DD line, the tech tree line, doesn't offer a great torpedo alpha, so you're super limited in what you can rush in terms of full HP ships or ships in general. Like, you gotta familiarize yourself with what kind of damage you can do with 8 out of 8 torps, for example, on Regolo, and you're most likely going to end up with 50k on most battleships. So as long as a battleship is more than 50k HP, you shouldn't necessarily go for a YOLO rush, just because you're going to be ending up with a non-dead battleship while your smoke runs out and you're spotted again. Or you're even in hard light, like in proxy spotting, because you have to go so close since the torpedoes are also super slow. You can see here, torpedoes have only 56 knots, 13.9 damage. It's very low on tier 10, given the torpedo belt on battleships. And yeah, the torpedoes are essentially like Elbing torps. I think they're even copy-paste Elbing torps, I wouldn't know. So they're super spammy and long-range focused. And you should use them more as a tool to get floodings in occasionally and then pop a smoke and shit HE on a target. Though the HE is like very situational, the ship itself is more SAP focused. The SAP is what you want to shoot for the 4, 5, sometimes 6 or 7k SAP alpha volleys on unsaturated superstructures or targets that you pen. Also, do mind that you only pen 38mm, so everything up to US and battleship armor you penetrate everywhere. If it's higher armor like German BB side plating or Russian BB side plating, you don't penetrate that. Neither do you penetrate the side plating of Moscow or Stalin or heavy cruisers like Napoli or Petro. You just ricochet, so you're a wee bit limited in that sense, that you can't really effectively punish them with SAP, so you have to go through torpedoes or fires most of the time, the moment you saturated their superstructure. Obviously you can shoot into the superstructure of a Stalin and Moskva very easily and get a lot of damage. Regolo, in my opinion, super balanced ship. You get a whole bunch of HP, your ship's super fat and large though. In this game we're super lucky, we only get one 10km radar, so my smoke will be very, very useful. Unless I run into the Ragnar, that can obviously counter radar me immediately. So I'm going to meet up with my Vampire. That's like the idea, since if I'm sitting in a smoke, I can't really spot for myself, so you kind of want to sit in an area where a DD, teammate DD could spot for you. But the Buffalo's on the other side, no radar here. Ragnar would be spotted kinda, so I can maybe even make a very aggressive move here with my first smoke. Now we're going to pop it. We're going to load SAP, and we're going to shoot a bit. You have 6 smokes even without superintendents, so okay. That happened. Okay, very interesting. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you just throw these torpedoes out in pathways of enemies that are most likely going to be crossed, or future spots where enemies try to camp or sit. That's like the strength of these torpedoes. We're having a bunch of German battleships come in for the funny time, but you can see it's super chill, relaxed. Smoke farming because the Vampire is spotting here with, like, his Vampire is even keeping potential enemy DDs away from me. So if I leave the smoke now, I'm not going to be spotted. One last shot. We're going dark. And we're going to torpedo, I think. Yeah, the Schlief is going to turn out, so we torp some random spot off in the distance. We got the Sansonetti proc, which is really big. Regolo is extremely limited in its range, otherwise the DD would be kind of busted. Kind of want to open up here for fires. Nah, he already has one, so it's not really worth it. The Schlieffen is super close, so opening up here is a bit of a risk. Also, even going deep like I do is a bit of a risk, so that's why I'm going more towards the border and not into the GK, because I suspect another DD here. There is still the Z unspotted, and the Shimmer came from middle, so I think there is a DD here. Obviously, you can't be 100% sure, or you can't really spec for RPF on this DD. You would kind of grief yourself out a bit. I mean, I guess you could drop Fearless Brawl, you get a bit more utility, but you're not an effective DD hunter, because the moment you pop your smoke and the enemy DD isn't completely brain dead, you're not going to have spots yourself. Now that my smoke is supposed to come off cooldown very soonish, I can go super aggressive. Yeah, we're spotted here. Oh! That guy's spotted by the vampire. He doesn't have hydro, so I'm going to go into smoke immediately. Can stay here in my smoke. I have to limit the incoming damage, but look at this 7k! That's the thing, man. If you manage to get yourself into a position where you can pop smoke, go super close to DDs and a teammate is spotting for you, you just murder destroyers, dude. It's disgusting what this ship can do. And now, since the DD is dead, we can free hunt the GK over time. We're going to slow down here. Actually, wait, give me a second. I'm going to torp the Shikishima randomly. Maybe that's too far forward. I think I should have torped more here. And we can stop here and use the last bits of our smoke to fuck with the Ibuki. As you can see, Ibuki, very, 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 very thin armor. My SAP penetrates him for 6k! Man, we're slapping people with the SAP. It's disgusting, actually, if you get the right targets. And we're not gonna hunt the GK now, because these two BBs are pushing back in. So I'm going to whoop it to the left. There's nothing that can spot us here. I said, like, the two other DDs are on the other side. The only problem here now is that my entire team does the funny camp in mid in base. Actually, because of that, my torpedoes might actually have the perfect lead for these people, because they're pushing in. I thought they would stop, because there were still people here, but they aren't. And we're just gonna wait here for more torpedoes, next smoke. I don't really think it's, like, I can open up before my smoke is ready, but not 40 seconds. 40 seconds is a bit too long in the Schlieffen secondary range. I think the Schlieffen just spotted my torpedoes. Actually, I'm greedy. I have fucking 29k HP left. I'm going to SAP slap the shit out of the unsaturated Shikishima broadside, because none of the BBs are aiming for me, so I'm just gonna sit here and farm him. Yes. Actually, pretty shit. Oh, we got a torpedo hit on the Schlieffen. That's kind of big. Got a torpedo hit on, 2 torpedo hits on the Shiki. And the moment my smoke is ready, I'm going to fuck off into it, as you can see. The BBs are switching their focus on me. But we have 30k HP to deal with, and we're going into the smoke. Adios, people. I don't want to deal with this anymore. We already have 140k, as you can see. It's disgusting if you just play around battleships and you kill the destroyers and there's no radar. You can just farm these people for free. Oh, we got the Confederate proc already. We are having a disgusting game. I'm going to torpedo the push again, because I think they're not going to turn back into base. Double fire. He DCP'd the flood, so this guy's blind firing me. We also got the shell hit proc, or we're getting the shell hit proc soonish, so my smoke would last longer even for the next 3. We can get them off. Huge. Lately I'm having just the most disgusting Regolo games, to be honest. Getting really good games. It's mostly down to luck, teammates and stuff. We're not gonna shoot here again. We want to stay dark. I want to keep my 20k HP. Actually, they didn't push. They turned away now. Well, well, well. That's the thing. Like, the Shimmer, obviously, fortunately, ate torps and died, and the Z just inted into the vampire, and I was in a turbo cracked spot to instantaneously support it. Just because you play around the smoke timing. Yeah, well. I'm going to just watch these BBs. The Shimakaze is coming in from middle here because he wants to torp, but he's also offering us the spotting then. Like, we will be able to farm further here. Sadly, the GK and the Patrie are running back to base. If those motherfuckers would have come here too, we could have had the most toxic game maybe in human history. I wonder where this Vincent will turn. Torpedo this, because he's maybe going to the island. 18 seconds on the 18 seconds on the smoke. I think I'm going to take damage here from the Schlieffen just to be able to finish him in my smoke. Because if he shoots, I can spot him myself for 20 seconds. Come on, shoot. Yep, there you go. Now the Vincent shot before that, so now I'm keeping light on him while I can go into the Vincent. Obviously you trade HP here, but that isn't really that big of an issue just because I can kill him now. It's kind of worth it. As you can see, easy snag. Vincent is blind firing me again. That's actually pretty dumb of him to do, just because I can keep light then. 30 seconds on the smoke. You gotta pace yourself. I can't run into him. Obviously, he has a lot of HP left. He also has a super heal left, so we gotta be kinda. Actually, he's straight lined, so my torpedoes are too slow to catch him here. The weak ass is obviously the target we're going for here with the SAP. It's just great. He's turning out now. He's going to eat one torp, I think. 2 torps. He's dead. He's eating shimmer torps too. Yo, big. Actually aimed for it. He tried to go for the rock. He died. Based. Very epic gameplay. We could be looking at a 300k Regolo game here. I have to admit I tried to record a Hayate video, and that's actually something I completely deleted immediately, because the second game I just got 1-for-1 by a Khabarovsk, and the enemy team was playing the game with a bunch of radar cruisers and carrier, and my team wasn't, so tried to play aggressive, didn't work. But this is not stage again. Like I'm actually just fucking with these people. The only limiting factor I have now to reach 300k is that I don't have that much base HP anymore. I fucked it. Yo, this is some guy from yesterday in a gearing. I remember him. Heavy gamer. Maybe he remembers me. There's full HP! I have to be careful now. I can't be... Wait a minute. We're torping the turn in. I can't be that over-eager now. Actually, I can, because they both shot. So I can just sit here. Oh, did I make them turn out, by the way, now? Get some... Oh, why does he have... HE loaded? Gotta get into the smoke real fast. Oh, no. I might be dead here. I fucking killed myself nearly. Wow, I fucked it myself, dude. Oh, shit. Oh wait, he's turning into my torpedoes. That could save it. Oh yeah, he's fucking turning into the torpedoes. Paid actor, number 3,225,000. Holy shit. We're taking a bunch of torpedo damage. Okay, this might be some record-breaking Regolo shit. The thing is though, I survived, so if I play super passive now, I will get more opportunities to fuck with these people. Just because I can use my smoke to... Oh, he's dead. 335k? So unless the Ragnar comes over here now, I'm going to be able to fuck with the Shiki too. Oh my god, dude. Cracked game. I only need the Kraken to make it like super perfect, man. Okay, where's the Shiki? I'm gonna spot him. Hopefully he didn't turn back. Actually, I'm very scared about the Ragnar. It's an RPF one. There's only him left that could spec RPF, so he's kind of going for me, isn't he? Weird. I'm going to torp it. Maybe my torpedo sea mines catch him. Enemy GK. That's the thing. If the GK would have been here with all my procs, we could have potentially looked at... I'm going to shoot here because I'm leaving range, so I'm going dark, as you can see. GG's. Oh! Oh! The Ragnar! No! Get me out of here! Please! Captain Igloo, no! Don't go for me, man. Don't go for me. Oh, he's gonna have a little jump scare moment with the Hanover, I fear. We can wait here and lob the island when he comes around. Is he beaching? He's beaching. Well, kind of paid again. Oh, that's low damage for... Ah, there you go, 6k. Wah! We're murdering him. No, and I get again don't get the kill, man. I'm gonna pop speed boost to maybe catch up with the Shiki. 356 now. Yeah, I mean, I played Regolo a bunch on stream the other day, 2 days in a row. A lot of solo, and I got lucky every single game, kind of. Like, my Regolo games seem to be disgusting. Though at this point I also get the feeling that it's like the perfect randoms farmer DD. Because of the... If you plan it well with the fuel smoke, you're just free farming. Like, you're not really dropping HP if you don't want to. Fuel smoke do be coming in clutch a whole lot. I could be very good base XP too, given the fact that I hit 3 destroyers pretty hard now. Yeah, well, now this guy's gamer turning. Sadly, we're not gonna get the Kraken. The The Shema got a bunch of damage on the ships that we could have farmed. This was a potential 400k Regolo game, but I'm definitely not going to complain about 356 on Regolo. That's disgusting. Jesus Christ. What completely concentrating on the game and mumbling your thoughts does to a man, does to a motherfucker. Hilarious. 11 torpedoes too. Yeah, but as I said, I somehow get the feeling that Regolo is a very nice randoms farmer DD. Obviously, it doesn't really bring much to competitive. There's coordination and raiders in the enemy team. You're kind of limited in your use of the fuel smoke. Yeah, we got 3.4k base. Whole bunch of torpedoes. That motherfucker dying to 2 torps immediately. Holy shit, that was a fucking crack game. 3 salvos on the Ragna, 14k. 2 salvos on the Z, 10k. I mean, the SAP on that thing just slaps if you get into the right positions. Sadly though, most Regolo players play it as some sort of 1-for-1 inter in the beginning of the game, trying to fuck with the enemy destroyer immediately, losing all their HP. Holy shit. My guy is still having a conversation with me. Wrong thing. My guy, German guy. This is the spec. So I think it's by far the most optimal build. You don't have to take Superintendent because you get 6 smokes, 6 speed boost base on the tier 9 and 10. You get yourself AFT for sure. As I said, the only thing you could switch is Fearless Brawl for RPF, but I hate RPF and randoms, kind of cringe. Yeah, you need AFT. Base range with AFT is only 11.5 and you're a gun-focused DD, so you need that. Running Sansonetti is super key for the improved gun range. The moment you proc it with 8% more, you reach 12.5, 12.6, so then it's really, really comfy to play this ship. The strength of it is, if you get rid of the DDs as you saw, or if there's no radar or no DDs anymore, in general, you're just free. You're just free to play around cruisers and battleships that can't spot you with your smoke. So if you're patient enough, you just have to keep 2-3k HP, and you can always use your smoke to do a whole bunch of damage from it for free. Spec wise, we're going reload because you can't take range, but I would go reload probably anyways. And we go speed boost mod because for reasons. That's actually a very improved speed boost. It's a smaller speed boost. The duration is lower. It's not a minute. It's 25 seconds, I think, base. So it's only like some sort of speed boost that gets you either, that allows you to rush people faster or get away from people faster if you went too close with your smoke. Yeah, so basic spec, nothing too special. Don't go for torpedo speed module. Don't go for torp skills on this thing. The torpedoes are just situational. The main goal should be to get rid of DDs or cruisers, kind of, or like play away from them. And then you also get into positions where your torps are disastrous for the enemy team just because you send them quite often and they have quite a large amount of range. But yeah, you had to you saw how hard I had to lead on some BBs to actually get the torpedo hits. You have to ignore the white line. You actually have to think in a different dimension, kind of, when you hit Elbing or Regolo torps. You kind of have to think about where they're going to be and what kind of time they're arriving there, and then you torp that. In the beginning you torp approaches on islands or general areas where people clump up in the beginning. Some maps are super easy for that, where you can torp choke points. What I just did where I killed the Shimmer is also very, very simplistic. If you get a mid-spawn, you can torp through there. It's not rocket science that there are most likely going to be people either trying to go to the flank or to the rock there, and your torps have the range, so you can hit people there. But they're like opportunistic. You don't play around the torps. The main focus is the SAP and the HE, to coupled with the fuel smoke. What you should also remember is the fuel smoke. While you're in the fuel smoke, you still have very large smoke firing detect. 6.3, I think? 6.7. 6.7 is way higher than most other destroyers, and it also kind of limits your ship very close up against DDs, because if you, I mean, obviously if you're 3-6 close to them, they're gonna spot you even though you pop the smoke. So be careful. Also, when you actually decide to rush a target, you shouldn't really shoot when you go under 4 km, because that's like the thing. You would be spotted 1.7 km further out, so you're going to lose way more HP, if not straight up die. So always keep in mind, stop shooting and then you rush him. And after you rushed him, After you've successfully murdered him out 1 for 1, you can then shoot again. Though rushes shall be, as I mentioned earlier, planned out very well, because you do not have the Torb Alpha to just straight up kill a ship. Just because you have 8 Torbs doesn't mean you kill stuff. For example, in this game, all these BBs, if they're full HP, wouldn't even come close to dying if I hit all Torbs. I mean, apart from the Schlieffens. But then again, they have Hydro and crazy secondaries, so why would I ever rush them? You see, the ships that have very low HP either get maneuverability or gimmicks to work around it, and this is something I could easily rush, but I couldn't kill. Yeah, gotta be a bit careful there. Here again, we have a lot of chokeholds. We can torpedo. We can either torp, for example, the cap here against the DD. I could have torped it here, but I think I get an angle here. Oh shit! Who do we have? Who do we have? Is it the submarine? I think it's the submarine, right? It's the submarine. What you can do in Regolo though, that guy here, I can use the island as cover. Wait a minute. Probably going to reverse there. Stay there. We're going to pop our speed boost. I think I'm being updated on the minimap. If the sub isn't completely demented, he's going to update this. But what we can do is we can go above the submarine and try to drop him. But we just be careful when we pop the smoke. Very risky maneuver I'm doing here. Here's the oh shit. Well, the sub disengaged, so yeah, well. I tried to maybe catch him here, didn't really work out. And he kept the Zerki. Yep. Submarine should have spotted my torps there, to be honest. Still have some time left on our smoke. We can maybe get another angle on the Zerki. My submarine is perma-spotting him. So I mean, getting damage on him so he's low for late game is very key here. Be careful though that the submarine doesn't go for some shitty 1-for-1 gaming maneuver. Did some damage there. My torpedoes look okay-ish, I'd say. You gonna hit anything? Yeah. We got a torpedo hit on the... Wait a minute, what? The submarine is in my detection. Bomber, really. Schlieffen is here too. Ha! Well. Gotta play this super careful. The submarine being able to shot. Submarine seems to not be a very big fan of inting into me. I thought I could maybe catch him. Then again, it wasn't really a chance to get above him if he has a brain, just because he updates my minimap position. That's the best part about it. Always keep that in mind. Submarines can update your minimap position while you don't even get an indicator they do, but the entire enemy team just sees you moving around on the minimap. That's kinda how, for example, carrier spotting should, to be honest, work, but hey, we're too smart for that, right? Get a smoke in 10 seconds. I think the Hanover will be spotted the moment he shoots. The submarine still sits there, okay. So we're like a camp sub. We're not doing anything but camp. We're going into smoke. Not gonna fuck around here in front of 2 German secondary BBs. Trying to get a fire here. Doesn't work. Trying to get a fire here. Shooting what's spotted. Gotta be just careful that we're not in hydro range. We can just... or in hard light, to be honest. They're spotting the torps with hydro. The Hanover gets an actual Hanover-sized gap. Hilarious. Is that an Hanover-sized gap? It is. Well. Bummer, really. Gotta get the fuck out of here, though. Quick, fast. We got a fire. Kinda keeping them there. Going to turn towards the border so I get another torpedo angle here. Yeah. Torpedo hits would be key if we really want to kill that. Otherwise my damage, yeah, while it's decent and stuff, and I'm slowly but surely grinding them down, it's not fast enough. They just have too much HP. for just a Regolo, and my team doesn't really look like they're going to really do much. To torp him again. I think he's going to not turn hard in because he wants all his guns on the Yamato. Would be my guess. Hiya! Well. It's hard to open water gunboat here. As I said, it's limited in terms of range. I can't just go super far away and fuck with these people. It's super hard in Regolo to go open water gunboat here. Because I am sitting inside their shitty secondary range all the time. 14 seconds, I can already open up. Maybe he's taking a permaflood here. He took a permafire. Come on, take a permaflood. Yeah, okay. This guy is going to suffer heavily. And also he goes behind the rocks, so his secondaries are not going to do much. But I'm going to go into a smoke immediately. Use a DCP. Unspotted for the next seconds anyways. Double fire. Oh, pretty lucky that I got 3 German BBs pushing here. He has a fire, his superstructure probably isn't that saturated, so I'm going to opt for SAP here. Actually, he has no fire now. Questionable what I'm going to do. Okay, superstructure is saturated, I'm trying for a fire. Oh, there's the shitty submarine. Maybe I can get an SAP volley on it. No, I can't. Okay, I killed the Hanover here, hopefully. Now we're looking for the next torpedo angle, which should be this choke point. We got more gun range. Important. And we can open water gun the Preußen. Preußen's secondaries aren't that scary. Hanover is dead and Schlieffen sits behind a rock, so this is actually open water time. Fairly straightforward. Already used 3 smokes. Shouldn't be a problem though. Hey, there's even another BB coming in here. Holy shit. We're getting the fucking entire enemy team's BBs on my flank to just kite out. Wow, that's disgusting. And on top of that, we even have the cap for some reason, because our submarine thinks playing objective is key, which is nice. Not trying to grief someone in the enemy base. Would be cool though if I get a fucking fire here, not gonna lie. That would be kind of pog. Oh, there you go. It's a non-fire prevention enjoyer though. This guy could burn down super fast. We're going to slow down here just to throw off the secondaries a bit. And also the shots. And because we can go into a smoke in 7 seconds again. So then the secondaries lose their build-up accuracy. Couldn't stay for much longer. Open water, as you can see, the secondaries are slowly but surely doing their job. Getting me off here. We're having already a Villera. The guy just hates getting another fire on him set, so like that's fucking atrocious to be honest. Torping the Monty. Yeah, this game you can't get that much torpedo hits just because, I mean, last game it was like Patry, Vincent and stuff also. Those people don't have hydro here. You have 3 hydro battleships, the submarine, so it's very unlikely they're not spotting your torpedoes permanently. Well, can keep our distance here. He's blind firing me. Of actually shooting spotted people. He wants to miss his entire reload on a Regolo in smoke. Well, that's up to him. I don't really mind. I'm not gonna shoot here. Open water again. Gonna wait a bit. My team is kind of losing the middle by running into a bunch of torpedo DDs. This guy is not using his diving capacity at all, which is kind of a problem. And now I'm gonna be honest. Now it's going to be actually... We're reaching throwable territory with our submarine there. Preußen is leaving my range. I think the target now should be the Montana. And again, now we're becoming... Or now we're getting no team support in terms of spotting anymore soon, so... It's time to stay... Oh no. Motherfucker can 1-for-1 us with a shit burst. That guy running at us is now cucking the game. Probably. Yeah, sure, dude, man. I lie. Yeah, now you're bursting. You're so good, dude. You're so fucking good. Oh, can I go into smoke? Is this an angle that I survive? Just because I'm in a smoke now? Yeah, great 1-for-1 gaming there. I don't even know why the fuck he came there. They have to blind fire me to kill me, but it's like it's literally one shell that has to hit. Ah, yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck? Hey, what? Okay, never mind. Apparently they're not bored enough to blind fire me. I have to disengage from the shim. I'm going to pop a speed boost. I just want to stay alive for the last smoke. Also, I kind of want to use my torpedoes with the reload to like torp these people out, maybe potentially. Oh shit! I hope I make it behind the rock without the shimmer ever spotting me. Wait a minute. Yeah, the guy's still blind firing me. Do they know that I'm 200 HP? Do they know? What is my Monty doing, man? This guy's gonna turn further into middle, I believe, so we're going to torp even further there. Let's get our torpedo reload is disgusting. Now we're going to sit here. Actually, he doesn't turn. He turns into our Monty. We have one last smoke. I think I keep it until there's actually a moment where it can get permafires and shit too. Ah, the Schlieffen and the Preußen are definitely easy kills for our Monty if he would play the game fucking finally, dude. It's like... Ugh. They're killing that, okay. Most likely going to be a win here. Question is, what is the enemy Shema doing? Can't really stay here. The Shema could be here and spot me for a brief moment. But I want to because I have torpedo angles from here. Do we risk it? I think we do. 15 seconds still though. No, we're not. Woo! He shot me though. Yeah, bummer. I'm dead. I shouldn't have done it. I have no clue why he came up there. I think he wanted to kill the submarine. By the way, was the Shimmer spotting me from there, not from there? Interesting. Well, I could have definitely gone for 250, 300k here too. But we got 1-for-1 at the wrong time by Mr. Fun. Look at the Monty, man. He's getting fucking flap broadside here. In any case, if it's a win or not, doesn't matter. It's 200k again. This time it was more gun focused, like only 2 torpedo. It's because of the Hydro. Now that I could actually torp the Monty that doesn't have Hydro, the fucking Zorky just runs at me. Unfortunate. Something you can't really account for. I mean, there's a submarine and 3 battleships already, but the Zorky thinks it's super important to go into that spot and fucking catch me by accident, man. He didn't even know where I was. Like, he didn't even understand that my smoke ended there. Well, epic gamer moments. As you could see though, you're so fat that if you don't have the smoke and stuff, these gunboats can easily inflict damage at these ranges to you, specifically gunboats like Kleber, Zorky, Khabarovsk with low arcs. But that's it for me. Hope you took something from the Regolo gameplay. See you for the next video.